What is going on, Nerdfighteria? Welcome back to another nerd-tastic episode of 365 Nerds. My name is John, and today is a day in the life of. So to just kind of start out this video, I'm just going to give you a little context about me. I'm a student journalist. I'm currently a senior in high school, and I'm an editor for our publications, mainly the multimedia side. Basically what I'm going to be talking about is a day in the life of a journalist, a student journalist, and personally what that means for me. I'm going to walk you guys through probably one of the most stressful just kind of school days that I've had probably all year, and it was on the day of our homecoming dance. And basically what happened is it's just kind of a pep assembly day. The classes are short and everybody is really just kind of psyched to go to a pep assembly. And keep in mind, this was kind of like our last kind of our last pep assembly of the year for our seniors. So let me just walk you through all the kind of preparations that we did for this pep assembly. For yearbook, basically what we were planning on going all out. This was going to be the cover of the yearbook kind of deal. Like, it was that big a deal. It needed to happen. This day needed to happen. And basically, from a multimedia perspective, a lot of stuff was planned. We spent quite a few hours just looking at the gym, planning our shots, looking for every possible way that we could mount a camera somewhere, and we absolutely did. We went all out. We had a camera mounted on top of a screen. We had a camera just flying around with all of the events. That's the one that I was working. We had like 3 cameras working right at the center of the junior and senior line, so all of this stuff was being seen from the floor. And basically, like, we had all these things planned out, and the entire time, like, we honestly were afraid that Friday wouldn't happen. We were terrified that the thing just would get canceled because of snow, which luckily, like, I woke up in the morning, like, of my own accord, looked out the window, no snow. Not a single snowflake, which was like, oh my god, that's a relief. Oh god, it's 5:30 a.m. I better get packing and I better go get my stuff because I gotta be at school in like 20-30 minutes. I got there, I secured a ladder from one of the janitors, and basically on that day, I didn't go to my first or second hours because I just kind of talked to my teachers. I'm like, hey, I'm helping out with the pep assembly. Can I go down there? They're fine with it. I got my work done, and basically what happened is I just took those 2 hours and prepared. Oh my god, I prepared a lot. Basically what happened, I had all this stuff and then I just threw it all together, and the setup honestly looked really, really professional. I got a really good table, which my advisor actually made a joke about that. We normally used to just use a little rolly chair / table, and we graduated this year. We graduated to a full-on table. Basically what happened though is we got all that stuff together, put that all there, and basically I just spent the next 20 minutes or so after it got set up running tests. Honestly, the least stressful part of this event was the event. Every bit of the stress and every bit of the panic came either before or nearly when it was done. So basically what happened during the pep assembly, I was running around shooting a crap ton of video of all this different stuff, and it looked awesome. I honestly am really proud of the kind of shots that I got. From here, like, I've been shooting pep assemblies for like years now, so it's just like I'm running around, I know what to do. I can do all this. This is fairly easy. Just Dance, perfect. You guys are staying in one single spot. I don't have to move. But basically what happened, it all built up, and then, like, I think a technical issue came up in the actual pep assembly, which really, really made us panic. What happened is, since we were supposed to shoot the cover for the yearbook at the pep assembly, I used supposed to because it didn't actually happen. Spoiler. But basically what happened, we were supposed to shoot it, and every year there is a spirit meter. There's an entire class just shouting as loud as they can, and then all the other classes try and beat another class. So like all the classes just shout as much as they can and try and win, but they didn't do that this year. Like, literally, as soon as it skipped from like the events to the slideshow, the spirit meter should have been like right here. As soon as they skipped to the slideshow, I guarantee you everybody on yearbook, all of their hearts just stopped. Like, I can imagine somebody not feeling well after that. It was a really bad scare, and we had to get people to, we basically just had to get people to stay after. We got the entire senior class to stay after, and unfortunately it was not the kind of shot we were looking for. Like, it didn't turn out like we needed it to. So basically that was just kind of the pep assembly in a nutshell. I spent the entire day just editing and getting the stuff up. That was one of the most stressful things as like a multimedia director that I've had in a long time. And honestly, I'm kind of sad that it's kind of winding down senior year, but I'm going into the professional game, so I suppose that is for the best. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this little bit about me and what I do. Hope you guys are enjoying this 365 Nerds project, and I will see you guys back on my channel, John D Games and John D TV.